Hi everyone, my name is Gabby Giggin and today I'm presenting on the Chase Sapphire, creating a millennial cult brand case study that we were assigned this week. Specifically, we will discuss the product Chase created with their Chase Sapphire Reserve card and talk about the ways that the company branded their product in order to attract appropriately fit customers. I'd like to first start by recapping Chase's successes over the past few years. In 2006, J.P. Morgan Chase's CEO, James Dimon, thought that there was a potential for Chase to strengthen their proprietary products to build a stronger brand for themselves in the market. So in 2007, he took a move towards this belief and named Gordon Smith the CEO of Chase Card Services. Smith, along with Sarah, who was also new to the company, worked to create a new strategy that would rationalize the company's product portfolio and identified the need for new products in the market. By 2009, J.P. Morgan Chase launched Chase Sapphire. Chase Sapphire was the brand's first proprietary card marketed to the affluent consumer. This card offered many card member rewards, and consumers could earn 1 point per dollar on general spend and 2 points per dollar on airline travels booked through Chase. Another perk was 10,000 bonus reward points for spending $500 on the card in the first 3 months. Then, in 2011, Chase attempted to expand their product portfolio even further by launching the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card. This card carried an annual fee of $95, and card members could earn 50,000 bonus points after spending $4,000 in the first 3 months. This card also had some big travel perks, as users could get a 1.25% points to dollar conversion rate toward travel if the points were redeemed on the Ultimate Rewards website. Along with all of the great perks with this card, the one piece that really added some major value to this card was its weight. This card had a metal core, allowing for it to make a satisfying thunk when placing it down on the counter to pay. A writer for NerdWallet said it best when he said that Chase realized that the weight raised consumers' dopamine level. Such a simple move in changing the product to differentiate it from other usual credit cards added so much customer value and made it part of the consumer's identity. Many cardholders of it even noted how this small piece of plastic and metal is such a big conversation piece. Finally, in 2016, Chase launched the Sapphire Reserve card. In 2014, Coda Spotty joined Chase and quickly noticed there was a segment of new affluents to target. She identified these as people of 25 to 44 years of age with incomes of over $150,000. These were authentic travelers and savvy users of rewards programs. So Coda Spotty and the rest of the Chase team thought there was a really big opportunity to continue to build on their momentum and past successes to target this specific group. They all agreed this new card would need to be a reflection of what the brand currently stands for and knows. So strong rewards, premium travel redemptions, and great customer service were must-haves for this new card. They also needed to make sure that this card was still unique and different from the preferred card. So let's talk a little bit about what exactly this new Reserve card was all about. After seeing how successful their previous cards had been, Chase knew to keep a lot of the similar benefits and perks because that's what consumers valued. This card offered a 100,000 point sign-on bonus after spending $4,000 within the first 3 months. This bonus offer alone was worth $1,500 in travel redemption credits. This card also held a small annual fee of $450, which with a $300 annual travel credit, that's not a bad price. Cardholders also have the potential to earn 3 points per dollar when it's used on travel and dining, and a 1.5% points to dollar conversion rate toward travel on Ultimate Rewards redemptions. This card also gave members access to Chase's Experiences platform. So now let's talk about who exactly did this Chase card target. Coda Spotty really envisioned and wanted to have a brand and product that exemplified what young, successful consumers wanted. A flexible product that allowed for them to make their own rules. Chase wanted cardholders to feel as though they were in power, and this card offered them convenience, relevance, and choices. As Coda Spotty said, Chase brand doesn't lead them, but rather they lead the brand. The team at Chase knew that what consumers seemed to love the most about Sapphire was that it supported experiences. Hottest Body really wanted to show consumers that Chase Reserve is about accumulating experiences and having potential to do more and to see more. And as a result, gaining richness in one's life through experiences. She believed this would give consumers the idea that they would be viewed as having a very interesting life. At the launch of this new product, Hottest Body and the Chase team knew that they had to be on point with their marketing efforts. Since technology and media were such a big piece of these consumers' lives, they knew they needed to have a creative and strong approach for marketing and communications. And what better way to do so than to take advantage of these media outlets? Chase used social media platforms like Twitter and Instagram that were relevant to these consumers in order to advertise. They also took advantage of relevant and well-known influencers such as Chrissy Teigen, Nigel Barker, and Kelly Wearstler to help reach a larger scale and to attract more customers. Other forms of advertising were used by doing point-of-sale material promoting of this product. Chase also did a feature of the card on their chase.com website, and they even used online video content such as commercials and different videos to spread the word. I included Exhibit 7 from the case study to support the comparison with Chase Sapphire Reserve compared to its competitor products. You can see that the Chase Reserve held completely or competitively in the market with its annual fee rate, but among the other competitors held a significantly higher sign-on bonus and more competitive travel credits and points earning potential. So after learning about the Chase Sapphire Reserve and the products offered, and more specifically about this card, I wanted to discuss if and how Chase Sapphire best designed its Reserve card product in order to attract the right customers. I do believe the brand created a strong and valuable product that targets an audience. I believe the marketing and communication approach was relevant and valuable in this market and especially in today's technology world. There's typically three types of consumers that depend on different spending behaviors. The first is transactors. These are who are known to pay their balances in full each month. These consumers spend roughly $16,000 a year, but they have a $0 credit balance carried over each month. These types have an average of a 21% interest rate, although they are financially responsible and they're paying their balance in full to avoid any of these interest charges. These consumers are most likely to renew their card at the $450 annual rate. The next is revolvers. These are typically consumers who do not pay their balances off in full each month and they accrue interest charges over a monthly basis. Like transactors, revolvers also spend roughly $16,000 per year, and on average, about 50% of their annual spend balance is carried over each month. Like transactors, these consumers are most likely to renew their card as well. Lastly is the dormant consumers. These are the consumers who carry their cards but are not very likely to use them. These consumers are intrigued by the incentives at sign-on and spend only enough to earn the sign-on bonus. Due to very little use in the card, they typically do not carry a balance over each month. These consumers are also most likely not going to renew their card and typically will move on to the next big hit card the next year. So while I feel that Chase created a very valuable product for a wide audience, I definitely believe they could take this product one step further to market the benefits for each of the three types of consumers we just discussed. Based off of this information, each of these three types of consumers are based off of spending behaviors, which most likely correlate with their income. I feel that Chase has successfully designed the product to an extent. A creative approach to a deeper target on these specific consumers could be done so by using a tier system based on their incomes. For example, they could still have the Chase Reserve card, but create different perks based on the different consumer types for different income tiers. If Chase targeted more closely on an income tier approach, the benefits offered may become more appealing and open the door to a wider audience, not just those who are willing to pay that $450 annual fee. I think this type of approach would not only create more value for specific audiences, but also make Chase more competitive in the market as well. Other companies who go about this tiered type system seem to have success with it, and I think Chase has full potential to be in on this as well. Take PNC, for example. PNC offers a similar tiered product. They give consumers the option to have a standard checking account for a basic and regular account to use, while at the same time, they also offer something called a virtual wallet option. This option offers basic account features, but also allows for the consumers to use an app with some savvy online tools. Of the three types of consumers we discussed, I think it's important for Chase to focus on the dormants to strategically find ways to make them become more of transactors or revolvers and to be using the cards more frequently. For an example for this approach in a tier system, Chase could offer a Chase Reserve student card to specifically target this type of group. You would expect this to be for those who are students with little income, who may not yet be interested in traveling and other perks like that, but are more interested in perks like food, retail, or even education benefits. This would be a great product for this type of consumer to start out with, and then they can include a benefit where after, say, X amount of years, the consumer with the Reserve student card could automatically upgrade to a Chase Reserve card to give them more of an incentive to stay with Chase. Because of the consumer's loyalty, Chase could waive the consumer's first year of the annual fee and allow for the consumer to get the perks of the Reserve card for free for a year. This would give them the opportunity to fall in love with all of the perks and make them more willing to stay on board and pay the fee the following year. I think this is just one of the many different tier options Chase could explore to tailor this product brand to specific customers. However, I do think they should not try to have too many options where it would become confusing and overwhelming for all of the consumers. However, overall, I do think Chase Reserve was designed and marketed very well, but I can definitely see room for more opportunity growth by exploring this tier type system. Thank you for your time.